Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. And just a quick shout out to Debbie, Amy, Julie, and Doug, and anyone else who might be joining us from wherever you are this morning. We will go ahead and get started off today in Shavasana. You might want probably like normal for class, a pillow or block, and straps if you normally like to use them. And we will go ahead and get started. Just lying flat on your back. Allowing everything to fall heavy onto the mat. And just focusing on your breath. Letting go of any thoughts that don't serve you for the next 30 minutes. Anger, fear, anxiety, stress. Opening up to all of the good things. You have family, shelter, sunshine today, thankfully. On your next inhale, take a nice deep breath in, filling up the bellies and lungs completely with air. Pause at the top of the breath. And slowly exhale everything out. And then we'll do a counted breath. Inhaling slowly for a count of 6. When you're ready, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause here and then slowly exhale. When you're exhaling, just imagining pushing all of that stress and tension, everything out of the body. And as if you're inhaling a fresh air that has none of that. Taking one more counted breath at your own pace, inhaling slowly for 6. Pausing at the top of the breath. And when you're ready, maybe even without opening your eyes, we're just going to bring the left ankle, cross it over the right thigh, and interlace the fingers behind the right thigh, lifting it up towards the chest. And just feeling that lengthening in the back and spine, and a massage through the lower back area by rocking gently back and forth. releasing that leg, reverse it, bringing the left ankle over the right thigh, pulling the knee in towards the chest and gently rocking left and right. Being aware of your breath throughout your whole practice today, and as if it could help open up all of those tight areas. Just take the legs straight up to the ceiling, stretch, bring the toes down towards the floor while you're here. And then gently point the toes up towards the ceiling. Slowly lower the legs down to the mat. And roll into our right side using a pillow or block underneath your head. Rolling the shoulders back, interlacing the fingers, and drawing the arms down long behind the chest, long behind the back, open through the chest. Open your mouth and sigh on the exhale. One more breath here. Reach further by releasing the hands and step that top foot to the mat behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Lowering that leg down, hands down. Gently roll to the opposite side. Interlace the fingers again behind the back. Open up through the chest. Inhale. Open the mouth and sigh. Releasing the fingers, reach long behind you, step that top foot back. Lowering that leg down, hand down, pressing back up into neutral. I'm going to just gently sit on a pillow, block, or even a rolled towel, just the sits bones, so just the back parts of the spine. And coming into seated butterfly here, feet together, hands to the insides of the thighs, making sure sitting up nice and straight, chest is down and back. And we're going to equal opposite pressure with the hands against the legs for a slow count of 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release, gently rocking left and right. We're going to do that 2 more times. So coming back to center, placing the hands on the insides of the thigh and slowly opening. Pressing the legs back against the thighs. And pausing, gently rocking left and right. Last time, hands to center. Exhale, slowly pushing open. Release, gently rocking left and right. Remove any pillow or block you were using. Coming down onto the sits bones. Lift the heart towards the ceiling, shoulders are down and back, chest down just slightly, palms resting on the mat. And then very slowly we're going to bring the right hand up, keeping the hand parallel to the side wall. Tilt the head towards the left shoulder. Exhale. Flip the hands so that the fingers are pointing towards the floor. Lower that hand down to the mat. Same thing on the opposite side. Left hand slowly comes up. Parallel to the opposite wall. Really pressing exhale, rotate the fingertips down. And lower that hand down to the mat. Bring both hands up in front of you. Pressing the palms away. Exhale, rotate the fingertips down. And then turn and interlace the fingers. Gaze over the left shoulder, tipping the chin up. Exhale, chin to shoulder. Turn and gaze through center and over the right shoulder, tipping the chin up. Exhale, chin to shoulder. Releasing the hands. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Reaching, pointing the fingertips, keeping the shoulders down and back. Exhale, fold forward. Stay here for one more breath. As you inhale, imagine growing longer through the spine. And then exhale, fold further forward. Inhale, slowly coming up. And we'll do hip openers. So starting with whichever leg you'd like first, cradling the foot and the elbow or holding it with both hands. Gently making hip circles here. Guiding the leg. Maybe going the opposite direction. Through the sits bones, bounce out the knees. And do the same on the opposite side. Guiding the leg through hip circles. Slowly lowering that foot down, ground again through the sits bones. Flex the toes are pointed straight towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up, chest lifted. Exhale, fold forward. Reaching towards the toes. Inhale once more, elongating through the spine. Exhale, fold further forward. Inhale, slowly coming up. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. For cat-cows here, when you're ready, arch the back, drop the head, tuck the chin, press up into cat. And then reverse it. Inhale, drop the tummy, shoulders come down and back, chest lifted. Again, exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. One more time each way. Exhale, round up. Inhale, cat. Drop the tummies. Slowly come back to neutral. And we're going to leave the arms just as they are and just drop the chest. Bring the shoulder blades towards the back, not bending through the arms. Just lower the chest, bring the shoulder blades back. So it's a very slight movement, but helps open through the front of the body and the chest. Come back up to neutral back and sink into child's pose. Forehead resting on the mat, gently rocking left and right. Inhale, come up onto all fours for thread the needle. Right arm comes up, reach up and stretch. Exhale, take that right shoulder down, right temple. Inhale the left arm. You can take a bind if you want to, placing that left hand behind the opposite hip. into neutral. And we'll do the same thing. Inhale up the left arm. Exhale, thread through, lower down onto the left shoulder and left temple. Inhale up the right arm. Gently bring that hand down, pressing up into neutral. And when you're ready, curl your toes under, come into downward facing dog. Come up onto the toes and then press back into the heels, keeping the feet hip distance, so not too wide. Really feeling that stretch in the calves as you press the heels to the floor. Hips are straight up to the ceiling. And when you're ready, lift the right leg up nice and long, reach the toes, and then gaze at the space between your hands. Step that foot there. Lower down onto the back knee, flip the back toes out, heel toe that right foot to the edge of the mat. Staying right here in lizard. You can come down onto your forearms if you'd like and roll to the outside edge of your foot. And we're just gonna sink in here, breathing into the tightness through the hips. Onto your long arms again. If you are on your forearms and heel toe, that right foot over toward the left first to come into pigeon. Sitting up nice and tall, rotate that back leg internal to the body. So as you're bringing your knee and your leg in line, rotating in, allows the whole chest and body to stay straight. You can stay up high or come down onto your forearms. Take that left hip, roll it back, down, keep that left leg out, just bring the right leg to the inside of the left thigh, left hand to foot, reach overhead with the right arm, keeping the shoulders stacked. And that nice stretch in the hips. Inhale, bring the hands to the top of the mat. Come back into downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet. Then inhale up the left leg, reaching to the toes. Gaze at the space between your hands. Step that left foot forward. Down onto the back knees, flip the back toes out, heel toe that left foot over to the edge of the mat. And right now you are in lizard pose. You can come down onto your forearms and roll to the outside edge of your left foot if you'd like. Breathing into the tight spaces, imagining that they're leaving the body. Up into long arms, heel toe, left foot over to the right wrist to come into pigeon. Again, rotating that back leg internally to the body. So the hips track forward, chest is tracking forward. You can stay up high or come down onto your forearms. this top right hip, roll it back onto the mat. Right toes come up, left foot comes to the inside of the right thigh. Right hand to foot, reach over with the left, stacking through the shoulders. Reaching, breathing into that stretch. Reach a little further. Inhale, bring the hands to the top of the mat, come back into downward facing dog. Pulling out the feet. Hop, step or float forward. Heel toe the feet out wider than hip distance. Using the 2 peace fingers, grab your big thumb, grab your big toe, tap it with your thumb. And on the exhale, pull the chest down towards the thighs, letting the head hang heavy. Inhale, take the hips straight up, stretch the legs and the arms. Exhale, pull the chest down. Inhale, hips up, release the hands from the feet, grab opposite biceps, and just hang. Letting the head hang heavy, maybe letting the arms sway left and right. Shaking the head, no, I will not have negative thoughts and negative speech. And then shaking the head, yes, just gently, all positive thoughts and positive speech. Lowering the hands down to the mat, heel toe the feet in hip distance or 2 fists width apart. Inhale, up halfway lift. Lengthening through the top of the head and the base of the spine. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. Palms meet, hands come through heart center. Pause here. Take a nice deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh. Inhale, bring the hands straight up. Reverse one leg forward fold and do a few sun salutations. Inhale up halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, right leg steps back. Left, vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hop, step or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Press through the feet, sweep the arms all the way up. Palms meet, hands through heart center. Forward fold. Inhale up halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg, left. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, hop, step or float forward. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Bend through the knees. Press the arms all the way up. Palms meet, hands go through heart center, forward fold. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg, left, vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hop, step or float forward. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Press through the feet. Palms meet, hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg, left, vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Last time, hop, step or float forward. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Press through the feet. Sweep the arms all the way up. Hands through heart center. Forward fold. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg, left, vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Hop, step or float forward. And then we're going to heel toe the feet out wider than hip distance to come into Buddha squat. So heel toe the feet out, turn the toes to the side walls, heels are in, hands to heart center, and the elbows are going to press onto the knees. So as we inhale, we're going to slowly lower the hands, pressing the elbows inhale, press the palms down. Exhale, release. Do that one more time. And you can continue right here, or you can come into crow pose if it's part of your practice. Use a pillow or block underneath the head. Since we haven't done it in a while, just taking the palms to the mat and bringing the knees into the upper arms, lifting the toes off the mat. Slowly coming back down. And press the palms to the mat. Hips come straight up to the ceiling. Heel toe the feet into center. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthening. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Press through the feet. Arms come all the way up. Hands to heart center. Find mountain pose here. Grounding through the balls of the feet and the heels. Rotating the inner thighs towards the back of the room. Reaching the palms down. Take a nice deep breath in. Lifting through the chest. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Planting the left foot. Bringing the right foot into any version of tree that works for you today. Growing your tree if it's there for you. Palms meet. Hands come to heart center. I'm going to slowly raise that right foot. And you can lift the knee and stay right here, or extend through the front foot, pressing the foot flat, and then slowly take it back. Right hand to right ankle. You can stay right here, just in the stretch of the thigh, or you can come into King Dancer, slowly leaning forward. Reach through that left hand, gazing as far as you can see, picking a point, and take your mind to that point. Slowly coming back down, pedal out the feet. Find mountain pose again. Lifting through the chest, shoulders are down and back, fingertips reaching for the floor. Feeling that openness in the chest. Planting the right foot this time. Inhale, bring the arms up, palms meet, hands come to heart center. Left foot this time. Into tree pose. Palms meet. Hands slowly come to heart center. I'm going to lift that left leg up. You can stay here or extend through the foot. And then slowly take it back, left hand to the ankle. Reaching out. Slowly coming down, pedal out the feet. Hands to heart center. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Reverse, one by forward fold. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg steps back. Left vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Exhale into child's pose. Sink back into the hips, maybe taking the hands to the heels, pulling on the heels and letting the elbows drop towards the floor. And now slowly coming up, bring the feet forward so that you're in seated, and we will set up for bridge pose. Probably bringing your block with you. Making sure your fingertips can touch your heels. And on your inhale, lifting the bellies, rolling the shoulders under. Releasing the shoulders, coming down one vertebrae at a time. Tapping the hips 3 times at the bottom to release negative energy, and then coming into happy baby, driving the knees down on either side of the chest and gently rocking left and right. Releasing the hands from the feet, taking the feet straight up to the ceiling. You can use a block with the low back if you want. We're going to do the same thing we did at the start of practice today. Bend the feet and bring the toes back towards you. Stretching out the calves, stretching the feet. And then take the toes up to the ceiling, pointing the toes. I'll do that one more time each direction. Bring the feet back, pointing the toes towards the floor. And then take them straight up to the ceiling. Gently lower the feet down to the mat. Keeping the left foot planted at the edge of the mat. Drop the right knee into center. Lifting that right leg. Plant the right foot and drop the left knee into center. Lifting that left knee up. Heel toe the feet back together. Coming into reclined butterfly. Feet together, knees flying apart. Roll your shoulders under slightly. Palms up. Chin down just a little bit to lengthen the spine. And each exhale, allowing the knees to
fall open, relaxing through the hips as much as possible. Full Shavasana, feet together, or feet to the corners of the mat, falling open, roll the shoulders under slightly. With each exhale, allowing everything to fall loose and limp, completely relaxed onto the mat.
Slowly bringing your awareness back to your mat. Wiggling your toes and touching your thumb to each one of your fingers. And taking a full body stretch like you do first thing in the morning. And gently rolling onto your right side in fetal position. The reading for today. Have you been limiting your choices and telling yourself that there are only a few options available? Have you been limiting your choices, saying you've seen and done everything you can? Have you been limiting yourself and your life and wondering why life is so limiting. Set yourself free, give yourself permission to experience and taste more of life. You are here to live fully, richly, passionately. The journey has been about more than cleansing, healing, and spiritual growth. You have a body, emotions, passions, and thought. You are here to bring all parts of life, connect the parts, and fully live your life. Gently using your left hand to push yourself into a seated position. Hands the heart center. And we'll take 2 healing, energy-sending breaths. On our first breath, seeing someone in our mind's eye who needs a healing energy, inhaling that person into your heart and showering them with beautiful golden light. And on our next breath, we'll take our own. The light in me sees and honors the light in each one of you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend and a good week ahead, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for joining.